What is up, guys? It is Jack, back up in this bitch with 10 Years Fitness. Okay, but not a fitness video today, I'm afraid, so if that's what you're looking for, I suggest you click away now, okay? So, what I wanted to talk about today was, should I go to university? Or should you go to university? More to the point. Okay, so, I think the answer to that question, I answer it quite simply, generally, and I would say that really because of the amount of debt that you come out of university with and the amount of time you're going to spend there, I would say it's really only worth going if by doing so you're going to dramatically increase your career prospects. And how you define that, in my opinion, is by answering the questions, so what are you going to do with that degree when you finish? Okay, and also, you know, what particular job role, which particular position is having done this degree going to help you get into. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong, I would say that for young people, going to university is probably going to be the social peak of your life, right? And that's just because you're surrounded by a lot of people, there's a lot going on. You know, you've got different societies, you know, there's going to be a lot of people who share the same interests as you. Because of how compact an environment it is, you're going to get to know a lot of new people, make a lot of new friends, and the amount of time you're going to spend together, you get very close with those friends, okay? And also there's a side of it, if it's your thing, you know, there's also obviously going to be a lot of partying and that kind of thing too. But I'd say that that kind of thing really is secondary. You know, I would certainly advise you to take that on board, because bear in mind how many years are you going to be working? How many years is your career going to last? I mean, taking that into account, you're really going to be wanting to get on the career ladder, like, with the best prospects you possibly can. And of course the alternative being that you don't go to university, you're going to have 3 or 4 years extra, you know, in potentially the same job that you would have gotten if you did a useless degree. You're going to have that 3 or 4 years to climb that career ladder, and you've also you're not going to be in that kind of crazy debt that you will be if you'd gone to university. Now, I get there's also the side of it about chasing your dreams, right? So say you want to be, you know, I don't know, I don't want to give a specific example and offend anyone, right? But it's the kind of degrees, obviously, where the job prospects immediately after aren't going to be great, but the line of work which would be associated with that degree is something that you feel very passionate about. It's something that you feel is your dream, even though it's unlikely that you may get a placement in that. So say you want to be, a lot of arts degrees are like that, you know, I mean, you come out of it, or and it's not particularly obvious exactly where you're going to work, but you know it's something you want to do in that area. I'd say with something like that, just be a bit careful with that. I'd say that if you are going to do it, then make sure you realise that it is hard to get a job after that. There aren't that many going, and that therefore what you would need to do is you need to put a lot of time and work into networking and making that dream work. Okay, as good as your grades may be on your degree, you're going to need something a little bit extra to separate you from the crowd and that kind of thing. And further to that, I mean, I'm going to say, if you're chasing your dreams in general, my general advice on that is to do it in a sensible manner. I.e., you're not going to do it in a way that's going to leave you exposed and vulnerable if it doesn't work out. For example, a lot of people they just quit their jobs and chase like their dreams of starting their own business. Well, that's all well and good, but when their business fucks up, they're very vulnerable and in a lot of debt. And that's, in a sense, exactly what can happen with university, right? I mean, you start your degree, and then you find 3 or 4 years later, you find yourself in a dead-end job that you don't really want to be doing, with a lot of debt, like I said before, and that essentially is going to leave you vulnerable, because you're not earning very much and you're going to be pretty much unable to pay that debt off. In my opinion, it would be far more sensible to pursue a solid, prosperous career and then work on your dream on the side. I'm not going to tell you to give up on it. Okay, that's not what I mean at all. Never give up on your dreams. It's okay to put them to the side for a moment. Okay, and run them in background, but like I say, focus on, planning for the rest of your career, the rest of your life, because, ultimately, if you want to get to some points where you're starting a family, then you're going to want to have, a good solid financial foundation for that, good solid career underway, good prospects, and so on. Okay, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say on that today. I hope this has been helpful to anyone who's having a hard time deciding. But I've been Jack with 10 Liters Fitness, and I'll see you in the next one.